Hi, myself Aadithya Sooraj. My student ID is 33151070, and today I'll be presenting mobile web app development portfolio assessment. So starting with the first application, the button interaction app. It is developed using constraint layout. The Java code is used for handling the user interaction. The app allows the user to change background color and the display of different pet images using these buttons. Also, a reset button is provided below to restore everything to the default. Moving on to the Java code. The core functionality of this app is made using Java code. Each button is assigned on-click listener, which listens to user input. When a color button is clicked, a background color of the main layout is changed using set background color. When a pet button is clicked, the image view updates dynamically using set image resource to display the selected pet. The reset button clears all changes by resetting the background to white and restoring the default image. Now, the challenges faced while developing this application was: first one, the navigation bar overlapping the reset button. This actually made it partially usable. So this issue was actually solved by refining the code using AI, and this fixed the code. Another minor issue was mismatching the IDs, which caused the app to crash. This was soon caught on and fixed using the correct references. So the reflection about this app is the app worked well after debugging and met its functional goals. Some initial layout and logic errors occurred, but they helped improve problem solving. Through this app, I learned effective event handling, UI updates through Java, and better debugging practices in Android development. So the second application is a weight converter app developed using linear constraint and Java for the backend logic. The app allows a user to enter a numeric value and then convert the unit from and to, and instantly view the converted result. It also includes a clear button to reset the input and output fields for better usability. Moving on to the Java code, the main functionality is handled by the Java code. A string array is used to store the available units such as kilogram, pound, stone, and grams. An array adapter is then used to add these units to the spinners dynamically. When the convert button is clicked, the input value is read and converted into a double for accurate calculations. The selected units from both spinners are retrieved, and an else if ladder is used to perform the correct unit conversion. The calculated result is then displayed in the output field using set text. The clear button resets the input field and sets the result back to 0. So the challenges faced while developing the app was first one being trying to add the units to the spinners correctly. So this was resolved using array adapter, which simplified spinner data handling. Another challenge was managing multiple conversion conditions. Initially, switch statements was used, but else if ladder was implemented to make the code shorter and easier to understand. Reflection about this app is the app functioned correctly after debugging and it met all its requirements. Initial issues with the spinner and conversion logic helped improve problem solving skills. So the third application is the animal catalog app developed using scroll view layout and Java for managing the content and navigation. The app displays different animals along with their name, images, and description. The user can navigate through the catalog using buttons for navigation or by selecting animal icons directly. Moving on to the Java code, the animal data is stored using arrays: a string array for animal titles, a string array for description, and an integer array for image resources. An index variable is then used to track the currently displayed animal. When the app starts, the show animal method is called to display the first animal. The next and previous button update the index value and use boundary checks to loop through the catalog. Clicking on any animal icon directly sets the index and updates the main display. The show animal method updates all UI elements together, ensuring the image, title, and description stays synchronized. So the challenges while developing this application was implementing a smooth navigation logic. Initially, incorrect button text and index handling caused errors, including compilation issues due to using special characters on the next and previous button. These issues were fixed by correcting the labels and refining the navigation logic. Swiping navigation was an attempt but did not function as intended and remains still unresolved. Reflection about the application. The app successfully demonstrates the dynamic content updates and navigation using Java. Some navigation features require more debugging, especially gesture handling. From this app, I learned that managing data using arrays, controlling the navigation logic using index values, and update multiple UI elements through a single method. So the last and final application is the login and registration app developed using linear layouts and a scroll view layout and Java for the application logic. The app allows users to register an account, log in using saved credential, and view their personal details on the welcome screen. I'll be showing you a demo login. Let's go with Sam Choi, male, year 2010. We'll give Sammy C and enter password Sam C and Sam C. See, the password doesn't match. We'll give the right one, and there we go. We'll log in Sammy C and password Sam C. That shows the login page, welcome page, and the registration. Okay, moving on to the Java code. The Java is actually built using three activities: the login activity, registration activity, and the welcome activity. So the first one, login activity, Java is actually used to retrieve user input and compare it with the stored data using shared preferences. A checkbox is implemented to show and hide the password dynamically. When the login button is clicked, the entered password is checked against the saved password. If the credentials are correct, the app navigates to welcome activity. Otherwise, an error message will be shown. Moving on to the registration activity, it handles the user input validation such as checking empty fields, matching password, selected options. Once validated, the user's details are stored locally using shared preferences. The activity then closes using finish to prevent unnecessary back navigation. Welcome activity, the last one, retrieves stored user data and calculates the user's age using the current year. The logout button clears the current activity and then returns to the user login page. So the challenges while developing this app was quite challenging. First one being handling password visibility and input validation across multiple fields. These issues were resolved using transformation methods and conditional checks. There was a moment when passwords was not revealing even though the checkbox was totally working. And there was an issue while trying to implement the SQLite database. Instead, I had to opt for the shared preferences to keep the app running. So overall, the app functions smoothly and meet its objectives. So from this project, I improved my understanding of shared preferences, activity navigation, and user authentication logic in the Android.